then school was canceled, and all driver's license facilities were shut down until further notice. There would be no driver's license anytime soon. I live out in the country, and no license means I can't get a job, do after-school activities, or hang out with friends. It's been the worst.
I was one of the lucky ones who got their license before the whole world shut down. Ironically, my job became driving my overly excited to go back to school little brother and sister to the elementary and intermediate schools, while the high school remained closed. That meant passing by the high school 4 times every day. Oh, the unfairness of my life. I felt like a cruel trick on me.
I have attention problems, and school was a massive help to me, but virtual learning was one giant distraction. And on top of that, there's my phone, my dog, my siblings, the birds outside, the ceiling fan. Everything's a distraction. Don't get me wrong, I want to get things done, I just don't want to do it. And I'm really glad that school is back and I can finally focus again.
My dad has this inspirational rock on our piano with a saying carved in it. Man cannot change the direction of the wind, but he can adjust the sails. I never understood what that meant, but thanks to COVID, now I get it.
We're still here, hanging by a thread maybe, but we're going to live on somehow, to create our own stories and memories, and we're going to make our path to the future. We're tough, we're hopeful, we're determined. Don't count us out. You know, coronavirus has really had my head spinning wildly over the last year.
Really? I'm pretty sure things have been gradually getting better.
I mean, maybe. Have you seen those billboards that have been popping up around town that say, everything's going to be okay? Yeah, I'm not sure I really agree with that.
I mean, look at the facts. The majority of Americans already have their vaccinations, and the day is fast approaching where anybody can get them, even us.
Hospitalizations and deaths are down. A lot of businesses and schools are reopening, and people are traveling again.
Grandparents can finally see their grandkids.
And I get all that. For a majority of people like us, things are going to be okay. We sure missed out on a lot of things last year, but we still have plenty of life ahead of us to make up for the lost time.
So things are getting better.
For most. I'm still trying to deal with the ups and downs of adolescence, school, and my future. But things can't be said the same, though, for my grandpa, who died last year just before Christmas. We all miss him every day.
But that's how life goes.
That's so easy to say. Everybody tells me that, but it's wrong.
How can that be? It's the circle of life. In the end, we all have to die.
Oh my God. I'm not an idiot, okay? I know that. I think about it a lot, okay? If there was never a coronavirus to kill people in the first place, in the U.S. alone, almost 600,000 more people would still be alive. Think of how much that is for the entire world.
I can't argue with that. It's sad, but true.
I don't know what to do with all this sadness and pain. It just feels like there's this hole in my heart, and all the good things have just leaked out.
Look, I'm really sure about this. All I know is what sort of helped me and headed me in the right direction. There's no quick fix or a magic pill that will automatically make things better for you. It's a complicated journey, and the longer you avoid taking that first step, the harder it's going to be for you.
How am I supposed to find the strength in myself to take that first step?
Your strength never left you. It was just overwhelmed by your sadness.
How am I supposed to deal with the fact that Gramps is gone forever from my life?
That's the challenge. Gramps won't walk this planet ever again. But he's not lost. He lives in your memory and your heart.
But that's not the same thing.
And nothing ever will be. But you do have something that could be pretty good.
Like what?
Your treasured memories of Gramps. I'm sure if you think about it, you can recall a lot of special moments.
I thought of that. But I'm frustrated and feeling like I don't know anything and that I don't have any answers.
You're not the Lone Ranger. By recalling and celebrating those memories of Gramps, you're able to relive those special occasions whenever you want.
I like that idea. I think it could work.
Something that helped me was journaling. Whenever I started to feel blue about my grandma's passing, I'd write about all the good times we had. It helped with my spirits.
I could even write about the Christmases that we did share together. It was always Santa.
Now my time.
And all the world is a hopeless jumble, and the raindrops tumble all around. Heaven opens a magic lane.
And all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a welcome back.
We sure missed you. I missed you all as well. This is a dream come true to be physically present with everyone. I'd hug you if I could.
I think you set the record for most consecutive days missed at school.
That's pretty ironic for a person who had perfect attendance her whole school career until now.
I can't imagine what it was like to be quarantined for that long.
You make it sound like solitary confinement. It did feel like that at first. But then it turned into a journey of a lifetime and changed me for the good in so many ways.
Wow, you should write a book.
Or do a podcast.
Maybe. There I was, stranded at home, surviving but not thriving. Then, my mom had a baby. I had been an only child all these years. It was a bit of an adjustment, getting to know my baby sister from day one, watching her grow, and connecting with her really changed things for me. I had to step outside myself, and that's a great thing. You know the first word she learned after mommy and daddy? Max! Isn't that the weirdest but most appropriate choice?
TikTok saved me. I was bored and claustrophobic, but I was able to get teens to make art with, do dance videos, social media challenges, lip sync, and become even more popular with new friends.
My thing is Dungeons and Dragons. I know people think it's a waste of time, but it's not. It boosts confidence, self-esteem, creative problem solving, all while having tons of fun. And I think the world would be a better place if more people played.
I watched the whole Netflix.
Even the Korean ones?
It wasn't easy, and I can't imagine I would have survived without it.
Oh, sounds pretty serious in here.
Come on in. We don't bite.
So, what's the topic of conversation?
It started with what we've learned in high school, but it sounds more about what we've learned about life.
Oh, very interesting topic.
COVID taught me the importance of remaining active and keeping in contact with friends. Time spent riding my bike or on the phone with friends helped make quarantine not so horrible. My hope for the future is that anybody who wants the vaccine can get it, and that people really learn something about themselves during quarantine. I wish that people have a better appreciation for time spent with loved ones. Life is short,